Well, you know them ribs are good when that girl can eat them. Are they good, girl? Huh? Are they good? Yeah. That's some good ribs right there. She's the best taste tester around. Stay tuned, I'll show you how to make it. Alright, today we're going to be apple smoking, barbecuing some baby back ribs. But before we get into that, I want to explain to you where the ribs come from and the two main types you'll find in the grocery store. The St. Louis ribs and the baby back ribs. Let's talk about that and show where they're from right here, right now. Alright everybody, I wanted to kind of give you an explanation of what you'll see when you go to the grocery store and buy ribs. Sometimes you'll see them called St. Louis cut and sometimes baby back ribs. Well, as you see in this diagram, the baby back ribs are actually located, number 1 right there in the diagram, up next to the loin, which is number 4, which means they're going to be a lot tenderer meat. Now, as you can see, the number 2 is the St. Louis cut ribs, and they'll be a little further down the rib. They'll have a little more fat on them, but that fat sometimes can render and make them more tasty. And then if you see all the way down at the bottom, next to the belly meat at the very bottom, is number 3. They're the rib tips. Now, what we're going to be cooking is number 1. Actually, if you went to buy a rib roast, you would actually get that rib baby backs in with the rib roast, number 1 and 4. As you can see at the bottom there, it tells you 1 plus 4 equals a rib roast. So, just want to show you where the baby back ribs come from on the pig carcass right here. All right, well, let's get started right now and go cook some ribs. All right, now we're going to start preparing the ribs. The first thing we want to do is take this membrane off the back of the rib. Normally, you can get them started right here in the back, and you can just start pulling, and that membrane will come right off. Look at that. It's pulling right off. This membrane right here will not render during the cooking process. It'll be chewy and will not taste good on the ribs. So you need to take that off of all of them. What I'm doing here, I'm actually cooking more than we're going to eat because when I'm going through all this trouble, I like to cook more than I need and put a little bit in the freezer for later on. All right, let's get all these membranes off all these meat right now. All right, the next thing we want to do is trim them up. A lot of times they leave a lot of loose hanging fat and all. We want to trim up so they're nice and clean cut here before we put them on the grill. Okay, they're all ready to go. Now, our next step, we're going to be doing some coating. We're going to actually do some dry rub on all of them first, but in the end, we're going to actually have a wet rub on 2 of these racks. We got 4 racks going in. Probably eat 2 of them, but we're going to have a little variety in here with dry rub and a wet rub. All right, stay tuned. All right, several hours before you want to put the ribs on the grill, you want to go ahead and coat them before so that these spices can get their nice flavor into the meat while they're just marinating a little bit, you know. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and coat them right now, but to get the spices on them, I'm going to coat it with mustard first. That'll help it stick to it and give a little flavor too. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to coat them with mustard and then put our all-American seafood season on it right here. I love this seafood season. I told you before, this is on the Shark Tank is where this one got started at. But it's a pork barrel barbecue, all-American season and rub. Right there. That's what we're going to be using, and it is some good stuff. So let's get started right now, coating them and putting our season on right now. Here we go. Alright, we got them all coated. They're looking good. Now let's get them set and let these spices and flavoring get into the meat before we put them on the grill. Here we go. Alright, the ribs have been in the fridge now with that nice spice. We're getting some good spice into the meat right now for about 2 hours. So we just got them on the grill right now. Let's check it out. Look at that. Aren't they looking good? Alright, what we're going to do is this. I want to kind of explain a little bit about what we're doing. A lot of them use what they call a 3-2-1 method. You put them on here for 3 hours, then you wrap them in foil, put them in for 2 hours, then you take them out of foil, then you cook them on top of the grill for an hour to get the final glaze on them and all. So what we're going to probably end up doing is about a 2-2-1 maybe, because we don't want them falling off the bone. We want a way you can bite into them and still have a little bit of grip there to them. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. What we'll do though is we'll monitor the temperature. We should cook them at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 until it gets about 170. And then what we'll do after that is we'll take them off, we'll wrap them up tight, and then that will let them heat up a lot better inside the foil because you won't have that evaporation out of them. And they'll heat up till you get about 205, 195 to 205. And then what we'll do is we'll take them out and we'll do the final cook on them. Get that glaze, nice glaze on them. So, all right, let's go ahead and get it going here. Let's check them out real quick before we finish up. We'll leave it shut, but we'll look at it one more time. Oh, yeah, they're looking good. All right, let's let them sit here. What we'll do, I'm going to explain to you in just a minute about the spray basting and what we'll do about every 30 minutes on here to keep them nice and moist, and also about barbecue sauce, so stay tuned. All right, while the ribs are cooking, we're going to put together our Gigmaster barbecue sauce right here. Are you ready? Let's do it. We're going to start off with something you wouldn't think, with 8 ounces of Dr. Pepper. Yep, that's right. That's a secret Gigmaster recipe there. All right, and we got 8 ounces of tomato paste. Tomato sauce. And then we have tomato paste right here. That's 6 ounces of tomato paste. Going in. All right, then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of butter. You know, everything tastes better with butter, right? You know that. And Worcestershire sauce, 1/2 cup. Brown sugar, 1/2 cup. And we got something else coming up here. Are you ready? Molasses. Ooh, look how thick that is. It's going to make it nice and thick. Yeah, and that's some good flavor. Smells good. And next, something that goes in all of it, apple cider vinegar. You know we got to have that in there. And we're going to season it up with some Dijon mustard, chili powder, onion powder, and garlic salt. All going in. And I'll put the recipe down in the comments down below my video, so in case y'all want to make it. Now we're going to put this on the stove and heat it up. Take a little bit of time to get it nice and thick till it barely sticks to your spoon a little bit when it comes out, so it's got a little bit of thickness to it. So let's get it on the stove right now and get it cooking. Here we go. All right, we got some really good smoke going on here. I'm telling you, it's smelling good too. Apple smoke. And let's check them out real quick here. Oh yeah, smoking up a storm. Time to mist them up a little bit with my special basting sauce here. Just kind of spray it on here, keep it moist. Just like that right there. All right, looks good. That's working out good. Got my sprayer right here. That really helps keep them basted a little bit. Now, y'all can look at my other video when I made the barbecue. And it's the same basting sauce I used when I used my made my barbecue. And I'll put a link up here, right here, so you can go back and check that out if you want to check it out. All right, well, it's only been about an hour now, but we got a long ways to go yet, so stay tuned. We're going to be some good stuff when it's done. All right, the barbecue sauce is ready. It's cooked in the pan. We just poured it inside here. It's steaming it. It smells really, really good. Oh, my God, that is going to be so good on the two that we're going to baste with it. And then we're going to have 2 dry rub ribs and 2 basted ribs with this homemade barbecue sauce right here. All right, I've been monitoring the temperature of ribs. Been on there about 2.5 hours now, and it got about 170. Now it's time for us to wrap them up and real tight and put them back on there so they can get that good tenderness and get them up about 195. And then we'll take them out of the wrapper and put them on the grill and finish them off. So let's get them wrapped up right now and get them back on the grill quick. But what I want to tell you this real quick, we're going to take the mop sauce, 2 racks, we're going to take the mop sauce, lightly coat them again with our season, dry rub season, and 2 of them we're going to take and lightly coat them with our wet rub. So let's get started right now. Okay, we don't leave them off the grill too long, so let's get them back on the grill right now. Here we go. All right, we're getting closer all the time. We're monitoring the temperature. I like to monitor the temperature constantly to make sure where we're at. And as you can see, at 190, we got 2 leads coming in here, going to 2 of the ribs right here. So we're monitoring the temperature really good. We want to get about 195. and that's when we'll take them off and we'll do the final cook on them. So they're getting really close, not too much further. We want that, we don't want it really to fall off the bone. My son says, I like them falling off the bone, and some people like it like that. But to be right, you want it to pull right off the bone easily, but not actually fall off the bone. So somewhere in that range is still gonna be good. Either way, it's gonna be good no matter what. But that is how they, in competition and all, that's how they want to be. But anyway, we're not in competition. We're here to eat some good ribs is what we're here to do. So stay tuned. It won't be much longer now. All right, here's the first one off the grill. We are going, oh, look at that juice one. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. This is a dry rub one. So what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and put a little mop sauce on it and then sprinkle with a little bit more dry rub, and then we'll be done. Put it back on the grill. But it looks good. It's not falling apart on me. That's what I want. It looks like it's still good and connected, so it's not just falling to pieces. That's what you want. All right, let's go ahead. All right, here's number 2 dry rub. Get another coat of dry rub right here. We're going back on the grill right now in a second. Flip it over, get it on the side, and going back on the grill. Got number 1 on there already. Here we go. Awesome, man. Looking good. Alright, this is the first wet rub coming off. Oh my God, it's looking so good. Now we're going to do a nice wet rub on this thing right now. Oh, that is looking so good. And then we'll get it back on the grill here. But that is so good, man. I like the way it's looking right now. And you know, they didn't fall apart on me. That's really good that they're holding together, so I did not overcook them. That's awesome. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? That is one beautiful looking piece of meat. All right, let's get that on the grill, and got one more to go, and we'll be getting ready. Now, is that pretty or what? Look at that. They are all on there, and they are looking good. 2 dry rub and 2 wet rub. Whew. 30 more minutes, and we'll be done. All right, stay tuned. All right, the ribs are done, and they look fabulous. Let's check them out right now. Look at this. We got 2 dry rubs on top of each other right here, and 2 wet rubs right there. Isn't that beautiful? That's that barbecue sauce you saw us make there earlier. It looks really good. We're going to test them out right now. We might get... All right, as you see right here, we've got them cut 2 bones to the thing right here. See, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I'm going to tell you what you want here is when you bite into this, you don't want it's not falling apart, which is perfect. You want to bite into it. It pulled right off the bone, but you got to look. Oh, that's so good. That's a lot of work, but well worth it. Appreciate everybody coming out and checking this video out. Please click like, comment below, share, and eat some good ribs. And subscribe to the Gigmaster. All right, thanks for coming along. Roman, are they good? How good are they? Really good? All right. Yeah, that's a taste tester too there, man. We got...